construction is a lot harder than I actually thought it would be before going on this expedition. It's hugely physical. It's very tiring. Everything's manual. We had lunch with them on the first day and they all gave us Kamba names, which is the local language. Mine was Danu, which means person who brings happiness.
My favourite part, I think, has been diverting the river, because I don't think I've had so much fun since I was 10 years old.
Physical skills limit what I can do. So most of what I'm doing is using a shovel to put the sand into the wheelbarrows. And that's quite fun. You know, you sort of get into a rhythm and just carry on. And it's fun to work with the guys who move the wheelbarrows because they're counting. So they come back and tell you, oh, we're on 20, we're on 30, we're on 40.
The favorite part for me was the mixing of cement, where we worked together as teams and competing to achieve our targets. Our target yesterday was 100 bags and today it was 50 bags, which we managed to finish by 11 a.m.
How did it feel? It felt like a combination of the hardest physical boot camp you'll ever do and the best mental break retreat that you'll ever do. They gave us our own name when we joined the project and I was thrilled because mine is Danda. I think I'm not pronouncing that correctly, but it basically means she who stays, so I'm not packing.
Lakini ne takwata kiwo tidate pepaseo.
One of the highlights was meeting all the school children who came yesterday for an afternoon's trip to the dam. They probably age about 5 or 6 and they just were so enchanting, loved it, their enthusiasm was wonderful. That was one of the highlights, sort of meeting them and greeting them, and I think also just basically working with such friendly people.
The expedition was very nice. It is so helpful, and again, it teaches a lot of skills. Also in the community work.
Kila kinandalize monombe nundu andu ati mwene mekwata benefit ya nini ya kindu ki na nimokie kutonya kana no tumeanisia no ndu zini kenda kiwuke kitutete.
I think my highlight of the week actually was the day before we started, when we visited some of the completed dams and saw the way that the local people have made such good use of the water resources.
My highlight of the week is probably the food. You build a good appetite working on this project, and so it's great having a good big meal for lunch and for dinner and things.
It's also good to know that people are going to be really benefiting from it, so you can actually have concrete evidence that what you're doing is going to go towards people.
It was well organized in that you find how it was organized. The 2 teams for Africa Sandam Foundation and the other communities, plus the team for expedition that has come from UK. So every team was able to do its part.